Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to my multi-dimensional life. And today I am going to tell you a quick story um, that happened to me when I was a little girl with a spirit. Um, I was born and raised in Northeast Ohio. Okay, my dad is from southwestern Pennsylvania. My grandparents had a farm there, and in the summers we would drive there to see my grandparents. And I remember one time we are driving to go see my grandparents. And I am, staring out the window because the scenery from here to there is just breathtaking. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. So I'm always looking out the window while we're driving there. And I was sitting, my dad was driving, and we had a station wagon. Everybody had station wagons back in those days. So I'm sitting behind my dad. He's driving, looking out the window. I look over to my right. And there's this little boy sitting next to me, and it wasn't my brother. And I look at him, and he's, I don't know, looked like maybe he was about 9 years old. And he was wearing like clothes, boys would wear mid 20th century. He had a baseball cap on, and he looked at me and he just smiled at me. And and I had that same reaction again, like, I don't remember what I thought. And I kind of I think I smiled, looked out the window, and I turned back and looked, and he was gone. Now, at this time, I had no clue who he was because I did not realize that my dad had a brother who died at 6 months. So, later on in life, I found out that this little boy sitting next to me on the way to, his parents' house was my dad's brother. So I guess he just wanted, I'm sure he spent most, he was at the farm all the time. But I guess he just wanted to go along for the ride with us. Yeah, I did not know until I was older that my father had a brother who died. I just didn't know. Now here's the thing. He died at 6 months, but he appeared to me as a little boy. Well, how'd that happen? Because spirits can change their appearance. They can appear any way they like. I think, naturally, when we're not incarnated, our form is energy. Just energy. But we can, we can kind of play around and appear how we want. So he chose to appear to me as a boy who was, close to my age. I don't remember exactly how old I was then. And, on the drive to my grandparents. So, yeah, you don't always, obviously, when a loved one appears to you, they are going to appear to you at the point in their life, as at the point in their life when you remember them, how you relate to them. Okay, so it could be any age. My uncle only made it to 6 months. But because I was somewhere in that age group, he chose to appear to me that way. Now how I found out, after my son died, my spiritual awakening sped up. My awakening spiritually, and it's what's going on this planet, it just went really fast after he died. And so, I would occasionally throughout my life have all these weird experiences, as you know, because I talked about him on this channel. But after my son died, it was like crazy. But anyways, my son, I guess we talked about this incident in the station wagon when I was a little girl. My son, he told me, it was your uncle, Grandpa's brother. I was like, oh, okay. Just a little cute story from my childhood that I wanted to share with you guys. Anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joy.